Good day, I'm Andrea Chisholm and this is your Jis News for Wednesday, September 4. Contracts valuing over $404 million have been signed to begin repairing cane roads in 6 parishes across the island. The contracts, which were signed on Tuesday by Agriculture and Fisheries Minister Roger Clark and other stakeholders, will pave the way for over 44 kilometers of road to be repaired in 7 sugar-dependent areas. These include Appleton, St. Elizabeth, Worthy Park and Vernon Lodge in St. Catherine, and other sugar communities in Clarendon, Trelawney, St. Thomas and Westmoreland. Minister Clark says the objective of the project is to improve the transportation of sugarcane from farm to factory.
This project will improve the efficiency of cane harvesting operations in our sugar sector and reduce the significant post-harvest losses, which are estimated at 3% of national cane production.
128,000 tons of sugar were produced from the 2012-2013 crop, and 574,000 tons are expected from the current sugar crop. Meanwhile, government is working on a plan to boost sugar production to 1.4 million tons by 2018. Through the Cane Expansion Fund, a planting and replanting exercise will be conducted to get over 70 tons of sugar per hectare. 8,000 hectares of new land will be brought into production, and $4 billion is needed to achieve the targets.
The Cane Expansion Fund is expected to provide an estimated $3 billion on a revolving basis over the next 4 to 5 years to plant and replant cane, provide land preparation and harvesting equipment, and support installation of subsurface drip irrigation in Clarendon and St. Catherine.
$1.77 billion has already been placed into the fund. Sugarcane farmers can now access loans valued at $250,000 per hectare for irrigated areas and $220,000 for non-irrigated areas. The Secure Transactions Act is expected to be debated and passed in Parliament when it resumes sittings later this month. Finance and Planning Minister Dr. Peter Phillips, who made the announcement, says the act would allow persons to use movable items like appliances and furniture as collateral for loans. Omnibus legislation, which will widen access to banking services, is also expected to be brought to Parliament in 2014. And with much emphasis being placed on the small business sector to help drive the economy, Dr. Phillips adds that mobile money services will assist in this endeavor. The Development Bank of Jamaica and its partners have completed the first phase of a mobile money pilot project and will introduce other financial institutions to the product.
It is the expectation of the Development Bank of Jamaica that the rollout of this service delivery channel will facilitate more efficient disbursement, servicing, and monitoring of its loan portfolio.
Dr. Phillips was speaking at the recent launch of Cune.com, Jamaica's first web-based collateral registry. It will allow businesses and members of the public to register their collateral, transfer and track ownership, while being able to recover the items from the police if they are posted in the database. Industry, Investment and Commerce Minister Anthony Hilton is urging exporters to continue to invest in the upgrading of their operations. He says it's also important for exporters to access the legislative and policy provisions offered by the government to ensure that their outputs are deemed export-ready.
The export community must be introspective and ask the questions. Are we ready to compete on every global platform? And if not, how do we propose to retool and reorganize with the end game of increased competitiveness and integration into the global economy? In other words, how do we make ourselves more export ready?
The minister was speaking on Tuesday at the launch of the Jamaica Exporters Association's CARICOM Market Access website. The website was designed to support inter-Caribbean trade by providing information on trade-related matters. And finally, Water, Land, Environment and Climate Change Minister Robert Pickersgill says public education on the effects of climate change remains a priority for his ministry. The minister says the goal is to address the environmental challenge even as economic development is pursued.
The essence of sustainable development is the realization that we need to balance the competing goals of economic development and environmental sustainability.
Minister Pickersgill was speaking at a recent graduation ceremony for more than 65 young persons who participated in a climate change action training program in St. Thomas. And that's it for Jis News today. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Thank you for watching.